Hello, welcome to Mystic Moon's Gemini. How are you today? Gemini, let's see what's in your energy. What message can I share for you? Hanged Man. What kind of hangman is this, Gemini? I was only going to choose one, but two came out. Well, first of all, Gemini, you do know a Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. And our hangman is not a hangman of stagnation, Gemini. Our hangman, first of all, is pursuing what they really, 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 really love to do. No more limitations, Gemini. With Ten of Swords, no more limitations. You're letting that go, having, gathering, like a little squirrel, energetically. You're like a little squirrel storing up the nuts that are most tastiest. You're going to go and do something with them finally. No more will you just watch the nuts on the tree. You're going to go out there and gather them. Maybe not the best analogy, but I like squirrels and I like nuts. So if you ever looked at a squirrel, Gemini, you'd see how cute they are and how industrious they are and how active they are, Gemini. How can you not have affinity for this squirrel? Look at the little tiny squirrel. They're tiny, but they're always moving and they're always watching and they're always doing things, and they always have so much zest with everything they do. So even though this hangman is standing there stagnant, this hangman is getting ready to go and pursue what they love to do. Like a squirrel. And again, I like squirrels. I hope you do too. And if you don't like squirrels, Gemini, take a look at them again. They really are energetic beings. And if you look at the pet squirrel videos, oh, they seem like a riot. Lots of work, but a riot. We should all have squirrels as pets, Gemini. Okay. Shall we take a peek at that Ten of Swords and get it out of the way? Peek. Well, it's not a bad Ten of Swords, is it? It's like clearing away the unnecessary gunk so you can move forward. This is a positively aspected Ten of Swords. Definitely is having clarity in your thoughts as well, Gemini. Ace of Wands. Let's check out the Ace of Wands. Ooh. Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. It's rocky, Gemini, but it's interesting, isn't it? Whatever you have been doing, Gemini, you won't do it again. You won't have to do it again. You won't be doing anything, it feels like, to in this energy, even remotely similar to what you've been doing. Completely new items on the agenda, Gemini. Almost feels like in that energy, you yourself are burning down the house. I am curious about that tower. Let's take a peek at the tower. 2 cards for the tower. Yeah, you're pursuing what you love, Gemini. In this energy, again, this is like also too, removing the limitations. And if you feel like you're still constrained in Hangman energy, still going through that 10 of Wands, wondering if you actually can achieve what you'd like to do. Well, Gemini, you can do it. You have everything there. Just think about it. Take your time, there's no rush. And think about the directions you want to go in. The tower clarified by King of Cups and Judgment. This is a positively aspected tower. This is decisioning and going towards what you want to do, going towards your heart. Following your dreams, Gemini. Starting to go and put action. Put action towards what you want to do, even if it seems drastic. Even if it seems a little bit, well, it's definitely, we could say it could seem reckless. Have you ever seen a squirrel, Gemini, jump from tree limb to tree limb? Look at those squirrels go, Gemini. Aren't they fearless? There's much to admire about a squirrel, Gemini. Even the fact that they move around as they do, they chitter so loud as they do, when the sky could very well have all those predators above them, they still go ahead and do their thing. Their squirrel things. I'm actually a major fan of squirrels. Groundhogs too. I like groundhogs. Groundhogs, woodchucks, whatever you want to call them. I like them a lot. Anyway, the Emperor clarifies our Knight of Cups, Emperor Strength, and the High Priestess. Let's go find out about the High Priestess, Gemini. Well, Gemini, I do feel like what I have here is a general life reading. Gemini, I do think that whatever ick, if you're dealing still with any ick, any stagnancy in your life, Gemini, this is a turning point for you. It's a turning point for you to go and literally step out of dead-end situations and pursue what you really want to do. Gemini, what I see here, it's not exactly going to be easy, right? It's never easy making a transition, and you know, there's one sort of discomfort rather, on a mental and emotional scale. Then there's discomfort on a physical scale, right? But Gemini, if you're in a situation waiting for it to get better, or if you think that maybe you can juggle it both, you know, maybe you can, right? I mean, the Gemini collective is large, variables are large, people are wide and vast, opportunities are what we make of them. But Gemini, the message I have here in my hands, in my pull that I'm doing for you today, is for you to be bold. But Gemini, as you be bold, be thoughtful. plan. Plan and get out of that situation. Understand that there is going to be rough patches, but Gemini, what this is not sustainable, and you know that. There are better things waiting for you. You need to build it. Imagine it, manifest it, work on it, and leave the ick, whatever this ick is, behind. Gemini, you are definitely in this energy encouraged to go and pursue what it is you want to do. Gemini, definitely get out there, start meeting new people, start covering new ground, start taking and start planning out those steps for where you eventually want to be. Could be daunting to think of like what's the first step for that. Then maybe Gemini in this energy, think of the first couple steps. You know, there's no hard and fast rule, Gemini, because what you're doing is your path. You need to think about what feels right for you and be flexible and adaptable as you do so. Like the squirrel. The squirrel is flexible and adaptable. The squirrel buries one nut, may forget it. Squirrel goes on and gets more nuts. There's a whole forest out there of tasty nuts. I know, I'm going on about squirrels. Squirrels are nice animals. I do think so, Gemini. I think they're hopeful creatures too. I spend a lot of time watching squirrels, by the way. Like in real life, outside of watching all the nest cams on YouTube. Which actually is going to be nest cam season shortly. In a few months, Gemini, YouTube will be filled with nest cams of squirrels. That's where you'll catch me. Anyway, Knight of Cups. I feel like I'm hearing something. Something feline. Anyway. Gemini, you are perfectly situated to go after your path and what you're doing. If you are still, again, thinking about this stagnant, if you're still in the stagnant energy of waiting and not yet crossed over to planning, to decisioning, I'm sure you know yourself better than anyone that your talents are being wasted. So definitely get out there and start taking the steps, exploring the steps of what you need to get there. Gemini, under High Priestess energy, it's like there's still going to be, obviously, you know, taking that step out. There could be just some general hassles with maybe people in your immediate personal circle, friends, family. There could also be maybe some hassles maybe in your professional side or as you're there trying to, you know, progress on your life goals, right? Could be some financial issues there. But Gemini, just plow through it. Plow through it. I think also too in this energy, Gemini, you don't have to be so revealing, right? Hangman under High Priestess, you don't have to be revealing in what you want to do or all the steps that you want to do. You know, it's also in this energy as you move forward, keep guarded with your energy and your hopes and dreams. Make sure that as you go forward doing that, Gemini, you are sharing that with like souls who are also striving to make significant headway in their dreams and aspirations. Gemini, Although this is a hangman reading, as I said, this hangman is literally a seed about to germinate. This is a beautiful hangman. A hangman with a world of possibilities. A hangman about to evolve into the next stage of being. No need to say signs here, right, Gemini? I do see lots of people in your energy here. And are all those people helpful to you in your life journey? I don't quite think so, which is why you should be guarded as you evolve yourself, as you plan out your next stages of self. But obviously with people who are also on the path and dedicated to building out their next stages of self, not the people who are there going, well, this is as far as I could go and this is it and that's it, whatever. Life is life, life sucks, so what? I got these benefits and that's where my benefits, or blessings, and that's where my blessings stop. Those aren't the people, Gemini, but the people who are into understanding blessings continue until everything around you is blessed. That's when you stop. When every single thing, including the external world, is blessed, then you can settle. Don't settle until then. Anyway, Gemini, that's the message I have for you. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for watching and your time and energy today. Gemini, if you're not yet a subscriber but would like to see more, consider subscribing. Until the next reading, I am wishing all of you the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.